In today's video, you're going to see something that shouldn't belong in any river, and a river giant that can leap out of the water to catch monkeys. First though, let's take a look at a group of river monsters whose deadly reputation is pretty deserved. The Red Bellied Piranha. Let's start this list off with something small. After all, something doesn't need to be big to be considered a monster, am I right? And when it comes to viciousness and bloodlust, the Red Bellied Piranha can hold its own against the bigger monsters of the Amazon River. Red Bellied Piranhas are South American fish with razor-sharp teeth and a reputation for feeding frenzy. Fish travel in groups so they can overwhelm prey in a choreographed feeding frenzy. Scientists, on the other hand, believe that they travel together as a form of protection from predators. Just to show you how frenzied these feedings can get, check out what happens to this entire chicken as it's being fed to a colony of piranhas. The once plump chicken was reduced down to its bones in no time flat. Sorta makes you want to keep your fingers away from the water now, doesn't it? While piranha attacks on humans are rare, they do happen. And sadly, everything is far too graphic for us to show you because Daddy YouTube wouldn't like that. The bull shark. If you think you're safe from sharks simply because you're in a freshwater estuary, well, you better think again there, buddy. Bull sharks are highly adaptable, and when in the case of this river monster, it's evolved to swim where humans swim, making them one of the 3 shark species who are responsible for the most attacks on humans and also the inspiration for Jaws. Bull sharks inhabit quite shallow waters, which means they do have a great opportunity to interact with humans because the 2 species tend to share the same areas. What's worse is that bull sharks are only one of the few animals who have the gall to attack other creatures the same size or even bigger than themselves. Again, bad news for us humans. Bull sharks also frequent the waters of the Amazon River, adding to the already abundant vicious predators in the river. There are many documented cases of bull sharks attacking humans in the river, and as demonstrated by this video from Jeremy Wade, these sharks are strong swimmers, fearless and aggressive, and can no doubt spell disaster for any swimmer it takes a fancy to. The Black Caiman. Being one of the biggest members of the crocodilian family, black caimans can cause serious bodily harm, not only to their usual prey, but also to humans as well. That's why it's even crazier that humans try to catch them actively, much less at night like what Jeremy Wade and his crew are doing here. The Pacu. You ever seen a fish with human teeth? I have. I've had to talk about it a few times. Meet this strange-looking creature from the Amazon River, though, if you haven't. Pacus are a large family of freshwater fish related to the piranha. However, while some species of pacu do look like piranha, they're actually herbivores and an extremely peaceful species of fish. One of the primary differences between the two is that the piranha's teeth are triangular and razor sharp, and the pacu's teeth are more square-shaped and human-like, which to me makes them absolutely terrifying to look at. Apparently though, these fish make amazing pets. In fact, pacus are also known to develop personalities as they grow older and can sometimes recognize their owners. Their fascinating behaviors make them a popular choice among aquaria enthusiasts. Don't think you can just rush off to any pet store and buy one of these guys though. They can get so big that they tend to become a handful. An adult pacu can be over 30 inches long and will need to be kept in a pond or an enormous tank. The vampire fish. With fangs that long, it's no wonder that people started calling the payara the vampire fish. This river monster lives in the Amazon River, especially where the water is clear and fast-moving, like at the bottoms of waterfalls, for instance. The first thing you'll definitely notice about the payara are its teeth, because in addition to the sharp, spiky daggers that line their gums, payaras have 2 elongated fangs that rise from their lower jaws. These fangs can extend a whopping 4 to 6 inches, and they're so big that payaras are born with holes in their upper jaws that can house them. It's not only their teeth that are large, they themselves could grow up to 3 feet long and weigh up to 30 pounds, with the heaviest on record weighing 40 pounds. And while people do breed them in captivity, these fish rarely go over 12 inches. In the wild, payaras are ferocious hunters that are constantly on the prowl for their next meal, and they don't let anything get in the way of dinner time. They're also bullies, as they've been known to chase off medium and large-sized fish that they don't want to eat, just so the water will be clear for the fish that they do want to eat. But fearsome as they are not known to attack humans. Just make sure you don't let any part of your body close to those dagger-like teeth, though. The Stingray. Don't let their pancake-like appearance fool you. Stingrays, although non-aggressive, are extremely dangerous, and sadly with Steve Irwin, we've seen even deadly. While your chances of being attacked by a stingray while diving are next to nothing, with what happened to Irwin being considered a fluke accident, it's still better to give these creatures space. as like most other creatures, they aren't going to appreciate someone encroaching on their territory. Stingrays don't actually hunt for divers and swimmers. You'll be stung by a stingray only if you step on it, and it will defend itself by using its stinger, which is quite likely since stingrays prefer to lie half buried at the bottom of the ocean. So when you're in stingray country, watch your steps since the venom of these creatures is extremely painful, and some stingray species can be fatal to humans. Now it's time for today's best pick. Today's pick is big. Really big. Perhaps the biggest predator in the Amazon River even. But how big can these animals get? Well, not as big as the one in this photo, which is a perfect example of forced perspective. The Green Anaconda. Did you think that only fish swim in the rivers? Oh, how wrong you are. There's a creature on this list that is leaps and bounds more terrifying than any fish, shark, crocodile, etc. so far. It's large, it's got sharp teeth, and it can crush you like you were made of Play-Doh, and it can also swallow you whole if it's so inclined. I'm talking about none other than the Green Anaconda. The Green Anaconda is a non-venomous constrictor found in the Brazilian Amazon and some other parts of South America. It's one of the most feared and revered species of the Amazon, growing up to 30 feet long, with a 12-inch girth and weighing 550 pounds. They live in swamps, slow-moving streams, and marshes of the Amazon where they remain nearly completely submerged in the water, waiting to strike on the unsuspecting prey that comes to drink the water. Although the snakes are sluggish on land, they're sleek and stealthy in the water. Once they catch their prey within their lethal coil, the prey's last moments are near as the snake suffocates their prey to death. Although no evidence has yet been recorded, the green anacondas have often been labeled as man-eaters, with several unverified reports of humans being eaten by these giant snakes existing. The Electric Eel. Native to fresh waters in South America, they don't spend a lot of time in the water as they need to surface to breathe. Electric eels' bodies are very unique as only 20% of their body has all its vital organs crammed in, and the rest is packed with specialized electric cells that act like batteries. If that much of their mass is devoted to electricity, it's no wonder they can zap out more than 600 volts. Their insulated and thick skin also keeps them safe from their own attacks. This special trait is good both for defense from predators and as a stunning tool for their prey, which is mostly crustaceans and small fish. Fatal attacks on humans are rare, but they're not harmless either, as people have been known to drown after being shocked. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it really works. The Arapaima. Also known as the paish or the pirarucu, the Arapaima is an air-breathing fish that piles the rainforest rivers of South America's Amazon basin and nearby lakes and swamps. One of the world's largest freshwater fish species, these giants can grow up to 15 feet long and weigh up to 440 pounds. Although admittedly, none of that size has been found in decades. Even Jeremy Wade's catch is small, and the biggest ones you can find now are about 6 feet long and 200 pounds. Unique among fish for being exclusive air breathers, Arapaimas can only stay underwater for 10 to 20 minutes. They tend to stay near the water's surface before coming out to breathe, using a modified swim bladder that opens up into the fish's mouth and acts as a lung. When gulping air, they make a distinct sound that's similar to a cough and can be heard from far away. These giant fish are fierce predators that prey mostly on fish, but can do short bursts of speed to leap out of the water to grab birds, lizards, and even small primates from low-hanging trees. See you guys next time!